Hi guys, welcome to the Saving Money Show with me, your host Sean. Now, I'm sorry about the headphones, but there's been a few audio issues. I'm sure you noticed amongst some YouTubers changing their settings and with the updates not correlating. So some YouTubers videos have all been coming out low or mono, and so I'm trying a few different things to try and make sure that doesn't happen to mine. Anyway, we're going to do a new I'm going to talk about a new research tool. An offer. I'm also going to talk about some unloved stocks that was all the rage a couple of months ago, and let's get into it. Well, we're going to start with Nokia. Now, this was double the price for a couple of months. It actually hit over $7. I traded it, I doubled my money, I came out of it. Now, they are going to use Nokia for the 5G equipment instead of Hawaii, because now they're not allowed to use Hawaii. As well as that, Nokia is supposed to be bringing out a flagship phone, but it's all gone quiet on that. There was some chip issues, but apparently I think what they're doing is they're waiting until it's all ready, and then they're going to have an event and wow. But phone aside, they are going to apparently have a huge contract with EE, which is technically BT Group in the UK, for Hawaii. Now, this could open up a lot of doors for them. Well, why do I like Nokia? Because aside from the fact they're cheap, it doesn't cost much to have a spec play with them. They are a very diverse company, have their fingers in a lot of pies, and they will have what you call a bit of a moat around them, and if it all goes well with BT Group, then I can see them getting more contracts of this sort around the world, and I can see this being a turnaround stock. Now, not just for Nokia, but also for BT Group as well, because BT Group was around the 100-120 mark, and it was climbing until all this with Hawaii came out and the uncertainty with Hawaii, and that dropped BT Group. Now, BT Group is currently sitting at 95, so I see this as a great buying point, not just for Nokia but also BT. BT Group were giving a great dividend. They were talking about reinstating it next year, which isn't that far off. So if you think people were buying Nokia at £7 a share, you can play it two ways. You can either get double the amount, or you can buy the amount of shares you usually buy because I know people usually have a set amount of shares, like 100 or 125, and they like Chris Sane and all them, and you might want to check out his channel. And you so you can get 125 of Nokia and 125 of BT for less than it cost for just the Nokia share on its own a month ago. That's my first pick. Now, and don't forget to hit that lovely like button, almost as lovely as me. Helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting the video out to more people. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Become part of the Saving Money Show family. We give each other hints and tips and updates about stocks and shares we talk about on the show. As well as that, you can ask me to look into any share you want, and I don't charge a Discord fee or ask for a Patreon. All I do ask is for you to comment in the box below and hit the like button. Even if you disagree with me, especially if you disagree with me, I like a debate. And if I do something wrong, I want you to call me on it so I can improve the channel. And why not check out the links in the description below? There's lots of others. I've used each one of them myself. I wouldn't give you links if I haven't checked them out myself. If you're looking for a free trading platform which should trade your stocks and shares, you know, you can get a free share worth up to £200 for signing up and depositing a small amount. A free trade only requires a £1 deposit. The others require £100 or dollars, depending on which one you go for. Stake has over 3,500 US stocks on their books, which is the biggest one outside of the US. Whereas Trading 212 is one of the best and easiest platforms to use. But as I said, I use all three. Anyway, on with the show. AT&T, ticker symbol T. You keep making me buy it. Your price points keep going. I said originally anything under 30 is a buy, and it dropped under 30. Then my next price point was 29. It's smashed that, and now 28. Now got over 1.5k in this stock. I just don't know what to do, you know, because it hit 127, and this isn't, look, people are calling it a growth stock. Call it what it is, a dividend play. It's going to be a dividend play. It's not going to be the kind that doubles in value. I expect it to come up a bit once 5G comes in, once they sort out HBO, once the sports come back, you know. There are people who, what can I say, they are kind of re-showing on social media clips from things like Big Bang Theory and advertising these things that can be shown on HBO Max and that. So they're doing some sort of things that way to try and promote it. But they were late out the gate with that. But they are doing some things behind back doors to, in the background, to that are going in the right direction. This is a company that's going to be okay. It is still a good company. It's made some mistakes, but all I say is, why would you go into a dividend trap like Altria when that pays 8%, when you have AT&T that has 0.64 beta and has 7.35%. dividend. If you're going into Altria for the dividend, you may as well go into AT&T. Because Altria's brands are declining, in my opinion. I did a video on it, and my first video was, oh yeah, Altria 8%, and then I did a video, sorry, I've come out of Altria. We've done a deeper dive, and it's a dividend trap. It may be a dividend king, but some of these dividend kings are dividend traps because they were relevant when they first started paying dividends, and now they aren't. Like the oil giants, and they're going to end up cutting it at some point to survive. They are diverse, but not diverse enough. They're still trying to kick with a brand too much, and I think they need to diversify it a bit more. Now, if Altria had diversified a bit more, I would be interested, but they're not diversified enough. Churchill Capital Core 3. This has never got the love it deserved. Now, I sold on the run up, I made some money. Now, this is multi-plan insurance. I think this is a banker. Look at it, it's close to merging. 44 cents over the $10 mark. If the merger gets called off at late stage for any reason, you're losing 44 cents a share. This is a multi-billion-dollar company, and this isn't just a health insurance company. This has an algorithm that detects fraud in insurance, and has contracts with some of the biggest insurance companies in America, and it's all automated. So they, even during the pandemic, they don't have to. They can have people working from home doing this. They just go through and work out. As I said before, their system worked out the same person was on multiple systems claiming for the same 24 hours. It wasn't the person. Apparently there was a system error claiming a 48-hour stay when he only stayed 24 hours, and something like 500 hours recuperation, which would have cost the insurance company a hell of a lot. And if the insurance company, I've used private medical insurance before, and to tell the truth, it saved my daughter's life using that. I'm not for private medical insurance. The NHS is a wonderful thing, but having that saved my daughter's life. However, the type of insurance you have can make a huge difference. For instance, if you have a Premier private insurance, you don't want to be delaying someone's claim or declining it because someone is paying you more for you to authorise it, but you don't want to authorise it if it's a fraudulent claim. So this does it in an instant. This looks through for anomalies in an instant, and I just think people do not understand it. Otherwise it would be up there with the likes of, maybe not with Shell, but near enough. The last one is AbbVie. Now, this was $100 a share, and I remember a couple of months ago everyone was saying anything under 100 is a buy. People were clamouring to get it. The only thing that's happened since then is good news. They have got authorization by the courts to carry on with a drug that they thought would they would lose the patent on. They've got it extended for a couple of years. Yes, it's going to lose its patent eventually, but for the next couple of years they've got it. Pays 5.2% dividend. Another company that they market a drug for has had a $10 billion setback with one of their, $10 million setback with one of their drugs. So they are going to focus on a particular drug, which just so happens that AbbVie markets. Now, that is better news for AbbVie, but no one's talking about it. It's now below the $90 mark. Now, it has analysts. No, I'm not a fan of analysts. I tend to go against analysts, but they give it an 89% buy rating. The only, and all of them give it over $100. The only analysts who do not give it a buy rating, that gives it a hold rating, they give it a price target of $98. Now, not one analyst gives it a sell rating. I can see this later in the year getting a lot of people clamouring for it. Now, I've said it before, and I am man of my word, these are ones that I'm picking up. Walgreens Boots Alliance, it's dropping, and you know, if it goes below 35, I'm picking up. 30 to 35 is a steal. Look at it, it's now at 5% dividend. You know, you have to wait for the dividend, but I reckon the earnings date in October is going to be good. People cite Amazon, but when your kid is sick and you need plasters or you need tiling up or you need something, you're going to go there. Look, there's other YouTubers in the UK that cite Greggs. Why have I not gone into Greggs anymore when it's fallen 30%? Because I go past Greggs now, it's empty. I said a month ago, Greggs need to bring back their favourite snacks, and they haven't. And because of that, people, their favourite range that people went there for, people are not going there back anymore. They went there when it first opened, it was packed, and now it's not anymore because they're too late in bringing back their full range. And now it's empty. And you'll soon see them closing down stores soon. Now, Stagecoach, I think that can be a turnaround, but they have to improve things greatly for the turnaround. Boots, you go to Boots, they're queuing outside. They're doing all the right events, and like £10 Tuesday in the UK. You know, in the US, the Walgreens and Boots, they are huge. Now, it is almost, the reason I want it below 35 so that it'd be 50% off. And to tell the truth, there is no reason it should be that low. As I said before, it is, if they come out with a vaccine, or even they will need places to administer it. It is a book value of $24 a share. For a company like this to be, a Goliath like this to be a book value of that is amazing. You know, just $12 more than, it's $12 more than book value. Now, it's, I just think it's very undervalued, very underloved, which means that you may have to hold it for a long time. but even if you do, you're getting all the dividends in the meantime, and I think it will come back. Now it's got this is in May, remember that, and people have been shopping there since then. They will have gotten a lot more money since then, so they've got 31 billion more than their liabilities. They're going to be fine. Yeah. Now I like Walgreens Boots Alliance. I said about CVS because I believe it's recession proof, and the only reason CVS is, look at the chart. Now the chart kind of shows it as breaking a trend. Now if you look at it, if you put in, if you draw in your lines for your support and resistance lines, it's breaking the resistance line, and it's 0.65 beta. It's a 3.48% dividend, and there will be another one who will dish out the vaccine. So people are going for these companies that will produce the vaccine, when the likes of Johnson & Johnson and that will not be making a profit. This is a $52 book value share. It's sitting at 57.54. Now it's not quite the 50% off or 40% off that Walgreens Boots Alliance is, but the book value is closer. It's only $5 off its book value. I'm very tempted. I was going to go into one or the other. I was going to go into Walgreens Boots Alliance because it had a bigger dividend, which is considered a dividend trap, had a greater presence, and it was more of a Goliath, bigger name, and it was secure. But with CVS, when you have that in your book value, I'm tempted to go into both. But you guys have to do your own research, and you'll see the total liabilities 167 billion, and total assets is 235 billion. How could you even consider there being an issue with it? There are people who don't like it because they're associated with retail, or there's other deals out there, and I understand that, but I've done a video on the vaccine and how to play the vaccine, but remember, you need to think about how they would administer it. In the UK, they've already said, this is another reason why the Walgreens Boots Alliance is probably a front runner for me. They've already said on the government website how non-medical professionals may be able to administer it. I can see them doing a contract with Boots. They already have contracts with them for flu shots and Lloyd's Pharmacy. I can see them doing a contract with them for giving out the flu shot. Another dividend. That's always welcome. Anyway, we are on this soft cat, and we're going to go straight to the the financials because we're running out of time. Total liabilities 268 million versus current assets, which is 375 million. Now it's in IT and the IT infrastructure, and I think it will do well, especially with 5G and the rollout. You know, I have seen how Computer Center did with Windows 10 rollout with businesses and the bump it got. Now I think this is going to be one that will do well. I think it's got next to no debt really. You know, a lot of the debt is it's depreciation, intangible assets, you know, things like that. But anyway, I hope I've earned your like button, and if you haven't subscribed, I hope you've, and I know 60% of you haven't, I hope I've earned your subscribe button. And don't forget to comment in the box below. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. I won't speak about Games Workshop anymore because since I have, it's risen 30. It's risen 30 pounds. It's gone from 70 to 100. So it's you know, so anyone who did get in has done well. Anyway, that's all. Goodbye.